What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity build a video. Today we're going to be doing a video about being accepted into our group, which would be Neverland. Okay, so you went through the process of talking to me or Star, which is our recruiting member. You would have needed to go to our Facebook page at SimCity Build It, MissyAnne or on our Discord and message either me or Star, being Leon, which again in the description down below. Okay, you've contacted us. We've discussed if you're right for the group. So you're either a low-level player on the Missy's Building Guide, or you're a high-level player with a decent city who plays calm competitively, meaning to win first place every week. That would be, if you were accepted into the group, you would fall under these criteria. Okay, that being said, you've been accepted. Now, what to do next? The reason for this video, yes, we have a recruiting video, yes, we have a group rules video, but it seems as though that even when people watch that, there's information that they don't pay much attention to. So this is just going to be a short video on what you're going to do when you get accepted in. So when you get accepted in, usually we're on a very strict war schedule. Okay, so we try to get people in either in between War 1 and 2 or at the very end of the week. You need to make sure that you are not in another group when you apply to Neverland. If you are in another group and you apply, the green check mark will disappear for from our end, and we won't be able to add you in. Okay, so make sure that you are logged out of a group and that you have submitted your application. You can type in Neverland MissyAnneTTVYT and the group should pop up, or you can use the club code RQMKNG. Once you've done this, once you've been accepted, you need to make sure that your city name is appropriate for the group, meaning we don't allow people to have numbers in their name that start at the beginning, and we don't allow people to have either inappropriate names or names that match items. Like, for example, we had somebody try to join in called like One Nails. We're not doing stuff like that, okay? People need to be able to address you in the group. Usually, whatever you pick, people abbreviate down to 3 to 4 letters. So just be prepared for that. Now, when you join into the group, you will be expected to add some digits to the end of your name, okay? These digits symbolize how much storage you have unlocked and if you're currently unlocking land. This is talked about in the group rules video, but I'm going to give you guys another reminder. For example, if your city name is Seattle, which obviously it's not, but let's just use that as an example, okay? So your city name is Seattle. You're going to do your name, okay? Now, whatever your storage is, let's say your storage is 100. You're going to do S-100, okay? If you're currently unlocking Dozer, you're going to put the / or whatever that is, and then you're going to put D, okay? And that's it. That's all you have to do. Each time that you upgrade your storage, you're going to correct the name. Do not add in your temp storage. Make sure it is base storage amount, okay? This allows us to know, how quickly you're progressing and, if your stuff is as important as somebody else. For example, if you just joined into the group and you have 5 weeks before Mega, you're on the Missy's Building Guide, some people are going to be a little bit more inclined to help to trade with somebody like you than they are with somebody who has, let's say, 600 storage already and has been on the guide for a couple of months. Now, that being said, we also track your progress. Actually, let's continue on with this name thing. Once you max out your land, you're going to erase the D part from your name. Once you max out your storage and your land, you're going to put an M. Okay? Okay, now that's done. You've dealt with that. What's the next step? The next step is your progress report. Now, all members need to create a progress report, whether they're on the Missy's Building Guide or not. So if you're a high-level player, what I want you to do is I want you to type up your city stats, and I'm going to show you guys what a progress report looks like. You're going to be sent this document. Okay, this link. This is the mentoring link. If I do not send you this link directly, you can get this link in any one of our YouTube descriptions. You're going to scroll down to where it says mentoring doc. Click on that. It's going to open this up. It tells you who everybody is in the group. I'm the president. Sydney is co-president. TK is co-president. Star is the recruiting person / mentor. Lala, she is the attendance person. If you're going to be out for the weekend or you're going to be off the game, you have to let us know. We're a very active group, and we monitor everybody that comes in the group. If you're on the Missy's Building Guide, you're going to be required to submit a progress report 3, 6, and 12 months. But everybody needs to do a progress report when they first join the group. So if you're a high-level player, what you're going to do is you're going to go through and you're going to type up all the stuff that you have accomplished when you joined the group. Okay, so that in a couple of months, you can compare where you've, went from. Like, okay, my city is this old, this is what I had accomplished, and then since joining Neverland, this is what I've accomplished. Okay? In my opinion, it is easier to submit a screenshot of your city on top of your progress report. I'm going to show you what that looks like here in just a minute. So here, you're going to see the link to the progress report album. It says every member needs to complete a progress report. Please look at the ones in the album and add yours, okay? Starting at 3, 6, 12 months. Now, you're going to click this link. It's going to take you to the SimCity Build It Progress Report album, okay? So this is an example of TK's. She put her city name, that's very important. Then she submitted some screenshots of her city, which that shows us how many keys she has, how much storage is unlocked, and that kind of thing. And then she lists anything that she's accomplished. So you can see several people's examples in here, okay? Flip through. Some of these are pretty bad. Some of these are set up a little nicer. If you don't know how to do this, you can download an app called PixArt. I have some videos, tutorials up showing you guys how to make something like this. It's actually really easy. You're going to need something like this anyways because you're going to have to do task assessments. And on your task assessments, you're going to need to be able to put stuff like that on your screenshots. Okay, so get familiar with some kind of an app that allows you to make a progress report and task assessment. So here you can see they list like if they have 3 red roads, all their depot slots unlocked, how many gold epics, that kind of thing. So just try to list as much information as you can. If you're on the Missy's Building Guide, try to be really specific with the dates. We're tracking this stuff so that it kind of advertises for the channel so that people can say, okay, look at all these people who have done the guide. This is their progress. And then we compare all of your guys' progresses to get an overall average of when people should be accomplishing what. Okay? So the next thing is once you've submitted the progress report, you're then going to, let me know, or I should get a notification that you have submitted it. And I'm going to assign you a mentor based on your city level. So usually people on the Missy's Building Guide are the only ones that get mentors, depending on what kind of high-level player you are and how far in the game you are, how much knowledge you have about the game, and things like that. One thing that I will say is it is extremely important that you know the group rules. If you join into the group, and I have to constantly remind you of the rules, if you start posting rares when somebody's not there, if you are making people run for their items, anything like that, you will likely just be removed when war ends. I don't have time to continue to repeat myself over and over and over and over. So if you need to rewatch the rules video again and take notes, then do so. There's also a typed up copy of, the most important rules in the description down below, so you can get familiar with that. This mentoring doc is going to be very important, okay? Now, the Discord link is here. The group rules link is here. The rules document is here, so there's no excuses on why you guys should be, forgetting what rules are what. If you see anybody in the group break the rules, it is your job to screenshot it and send it to me in a private message. I don't disclose who's told it to me, But in order for the group to run properly, everybody has to follow the rules. If I find out that you were online and you didn't report it to me, then I'm going to yell at the both of you. It's everybody's job to make sure that the rules get followed. Okay? The Missy's Building Guide document and video link is here. Production guide, same thing. So what we expect of our players is that you guys play 100% productively. This means that we don't want players in here who don't know how to, make decent amount of coin, who suck at doing epic projects, who can't win the contest of mayors, who place top 5 at best. We want people who place first place, who make damn good coin, who finish their epic projects in, record time if possible. Saying you're not doing it for a contest of mayors assignment. We want the elite players, and I'll train you to be that way, but it kind of requires that you guys, take the time to get very knowledgeable. Now, a lot of you guys are probably joining in with low-level cities on the Missy's Building Guide. Now, this part is extremely important, so pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. The perfect setup is on the Missy's Building Guide, you follow it 100%, you speed level all the way up to level 24, but when you hit level 18, you join into a group the moment that you hit level 18. This allows you to have 5 weeks to prepare to get into Mega. During that 5 weeks, you're going to be in our group, right? Obviously, if you're sitting here watching this video. The 5 weeks that you're in here before Mega, you need to be busting your butt, okay? You're going to be unlocking as much storage and land as you possibly can. Do not touch the mountain or beach. You need to be stacking as much coin as possible, meaning making the stuff that requires that you that gives you the highest production. Now, you're going to go from level 18 to 24, making only regular residential homes. You're going to boost your pop with parks, cheap parks, and things like that. If you absolutely need to, you can unlock some specialization categories, and this is what your mentor is for. They're going to explain to you what you need to do, what you need to accomplish in this 5 weeks. It is all right here on this list. This is your epic prep, okay? Now, a lot of people, they ask, the first thing they ask is, when do I buy epic pointers? You don't buy epic pointers until you get to Mega, okay? You're not going to be doing epics until you get to Mega, and even if you get to Mega, you're likely not going to do epics the first couple of weeks unless they pop up in your list with main task value, which would be 2,000 or higher. Reason being is because you have mountain and beach that you can utilize to boost up your overall score. The first couple weeks in Mega, you're going to be kind of getting the learning curve of how quickly you need to go, how to do task assessments. So it's really important that during this 5 weeks that you prepare your city and yourself as much as you can. Watch as many walkthroughs as you can, take as many notes as possible, make sure you understand task assessments. Now, the next thing you're going to be working on is war points. You need to be scoring as many war points as possible so that you can stack up war boosters, war rewards, things like that. During this 5 weeks, you're going to also be getting the legendary chest each week. That allows you 15 rares and 120 cash along with tickets. You're going to be saving up as many gold tickets as possible, okay? You do not use gold tickets in the lower leagues. You do not spend cash on assignments in the lower leagues. So basically, in the lower leagues, you want to score as many points as you can without it costing you anything in terms of cash or resources that are vital to your success in Mega. So no war cards, no war card upgrades, no beach, no mountain, no airport delivery assignments, very few long factory production assignments. Do not run tokens on shop productions if you're not in Mega. Anything that is going to cost you a decent amount of resources. You can do things like VU, repair, keys, coins, some shop productions if they're easy, but don't waste all your VU. You need to make sure that you have VU. So basically, coins are going to be a major concern of yours because you're going to need a lot of them for the beach, the mountain, and you know, to be able to launch war attacks and things like that. It is extremely important that you guys get as educated as you possibly can, because when you get to Mega, you're going to be, hang on just a second here. Give me just a second, you guys. Okay, when you get to Mega, you're going to be expected to play calm competitively. And at this point, you're going to decide how you want to go about playing your first couple of weeks in Mega. Now, usually what players do is they spend those 5 weeks, like I said, prepping their city and watching videos. The first week, what I usually do is I don't want you guys to waste. There are certain mistakes that you can make that would cause you to fail, and fail bad, okay? So rather than have you guys kind of fail, you know, before you even get a chance to start, what I usually have you guys do is you're going to make a Google album, shareable album. It has to be through Google, okay? And once you do that, you're going to send me the link. You're going to upload your pictures, your stuff as you do it or whatever. But the first couple weeks, you're going to open up your messenger and you're going to send me the top and bottom screenshots of your list, okay? And you're going to put in a text message. You're going to say, you know, this is the choice that I think it is. If you don't hear from me immediately, go ahead, proceed on as you normally would. And I will kind of check on you periodically throughout the day. And that way, if you are doing something wrong, I can catch you early on and hopefully intercept you before you make a mistake or before, you know, you let something sit for too long, okay? I keep my messenger on mute, so there's no reason to not blow my phone up. Just keep updating me on your choices. Do not be one of the people that sends me a screenshot and then after you do that assignment, you send me a text that says, I got this. Don't do that. Just send me the screenshot. Every 2 or 3 assignments, you're going to need to update me with the bottom of your list. The reason for this is because, 1, I need to be able to look at everything. I need to be able to see which doorways are what, and after a couple of assignments and text messages, it's hard to see what assignments belong to what doorway. Okay, so it's extremely important that you guys take all of your screenshots, that you have them in order, and that you update me as much as you possibly can. Now, this here is your checklist. You're going to go through it, and that is what you want to have accomplished by the time you get to Mega and things like that. So 3 red roads, you should be working on that. You're going to speed level to 24 regardless of storage or any other guidelines. Once you hit level 24, you do not do any regular residential homes unless it is for Mega and it is in your list worth 2,000 points or higher, okay? Because this is a very limited thing. You're going to unlock all 3 levels of the airport. If for some reason you cannot do that with just parks, you can unlock something like transportation, okay? You also need to figure out what type of epics you like. And then we'll talk about how you're going to obtain those pointers when that time comes, okay? You're going to unlock as many shop slots as possible with your cash, and you need to make sure that you leave enough cash to play Mega. You cannot play Mega unless you have 300 to 500 cash, okay? Do not build any beach or mountain until Mega. Save as many war cards as possible, boosters. You can use jackpot boosters, and you can unlock war cards, but they have to be very minimal. Usually what I have people do is I have them unlock not in Kansas if possible, and then usually 1 of each tier. So maybe like Comic Hand, because that's a blue one, Flying VU Robot for the yellow one, and then not in Kansas for the purple one, if at all possible, okay? Then you're going to be repairing as much as possible. You need to watch the rules video, or not the rules video, but the war video for our group. That is important. Tells you how we do things. Make sure you fully understand the club rules. Study the production plan and run shops for maximum efficiency, saving as many coins as possible before you get into Mega. Aim for 1 million coins. Things such as flour, nails, donuts, chairs, cement, hammers, tape, caps. Make grass if you can buy shovels. All information is in the production plan video. Okay? During the first several weeks before Mega, it is most important. This time should be spent wisely, getting your city as prepared as possible by doing the following checklist. Low level comm. You guys are going to go through, you're going to read all this. Okay? I just explained some of this here. You need to watch certain videos for comm math. If you have any questions, you're going to go to your mentor, okay? So send me your time zone, and you're going to go to your mentor. You're going to go to them with any questions on group rules, on the building guide. The only thing is, you absolutely cannot ask them for contest to mayor's advice, okay? They are not allowed to tell you what assignments to do under any circumstances. This stuff is already hard enough to learn and teach, and I do not want to have to try to correct somebody else's teaching. Every single person in the group is still technically learning, and the last thing I want to do is have them give you advice that either has missing information or bad information and then send you on the wrong path, okay? The mentors know what is required to be on the building guide, and they know the rules. So there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to assist you guys with that. All right? If for any reason you don't want to be with that person, you can contact me directly and I can assign you to somebody else. Usually you are in the mentoring program until you feel that you're okay to go on your own, which is usually about the first 2 weeks or so in the group. Then once you, like I said, once you get to the contest of mayors, you're going to start your comm training. And that's where I'm going to go through and I'm going to help you win your first couple weeks in Mega. And then what you're going to do after that is you're going to have a solo week. This is where you go through, you take screenshots of every single one of your choices, and you do it all by yourself, uploading your album. You can come to me for help if you need it. And then at the end of the week, I do a walkthrough video for you on the channel. And I grade your week, okay? So usually I try not to have people do a solo week until I'm confident that they can win without my holding their hand. But it is really important that you guys try very hard to learn the right way to do these assignments, okay? That pretty much covers whatever it is that you need to know. Oh, one more thing. You need to have Facebook. We have a Facebook group chat. You're going to be added to it. You're going to want to mute the chat because messages come in all hours of the day. But other than that, that's it. So, good luck.